Hey guys, it's Nian here, bringing you the third quarter-final of DreamHack Valencia 2012. It is going to be between Liquid's HerO up here in the top corner on Daybreak, and in the bottom corner we have TargA. TargA, I think at this point, no, there's still Vortex left to cast, but at this point he is the only foreigner hope other than Vortex to still be in the tournament. And he is playing unexpectedly well. Nobody expected him to get this far in the tournament at all. But he will be playing Zerg against HerO's Protoss. HerO known for some of his wackier build styles. Will he be doing one of those today? I don't know. We shall find out. As both players are going to drone up, we are going to see, by the looks of it, a Forge Fast expand out of HerO due to the pylon placement. And his scouting probe's going to go over to TargA's base and see what it has to see. The scouting overlord making its way speedily across the canyon in the centre of the map. But that pylon is just going to remain there for a tiny bit. If we were seeing a if we were seeing a gateway opening, the probe would have already been down by now, but the forge is going to go down straight away. And that probe is rallied to the third, I think that was. I'm not sure, but I can't see the other probe. I think it must have demised at some stage. But the spawning pool has gone down for TargA at roughly 14. There's the other probe. It's just, it was hidden among all the red in the base. But the spawning pool went down on 14, so a standard opening for TargA. HerO, it looks as though he's going to try and pylon block the natural. And there's the pylon, and delaying that natural for TargA. It's a bit of an annoyance, but it looks as though TargA is going to go and just put a natural at the third instead, which is quite a popular tactic, and it basically stops mining time. It basically reduces the amount of time. But will HerO try and get this probe in here to cannon rush? HerO expanding off the back of this himself. And does TargA see this? He sees the drone down there, but he doesn't see the other drone. This could be deadly for TargA. There's the pylon that's gone down. When that completes, we will see a pylon. He's going to have the money for it. And the photon cannon goes down. So we are definitely seeing a cannon rush at the third. And the pylon was cleared up at the natural, but it did delay mining time from the natural. The lone link, it needs to check out. It sees it, but it is too late. The pylon's already pretty much completed. Why do I keep calling it a pylon? The photon cannon's already, it might as well just be completed now. That link can do nothing about it. It's got barely any area to work off, and this hatchery should be cancelled. But it isn't, and it is going to die, and a lot of minerals are going to be wasted for TargA. And the second cannon completes, and the third is pretty much a lost cause. I don't think this queen is going to be able to do much other than just kill that probe, which might actually be able to. It does escape, but the queen takes some more damage, and there's another pylon and a photon cannon, so the third is definitely lost. TargA tries to react by sending in some lings. However, there's also a cannon and a gateway gone down as well. The third's about to just completely go. There goes the third. Natural about to finish up. But the broodlings come out and only just manage to get some hull damage off. The lava's sure to go down. So TargA decides to build his third at his fourth. And first of all, he builds his natural at his third, then he builds his third at his fourth. But the lings try to get into the main base. The probes sort of stop them, and I think the probes might have this. Liquid HerO does look as though he's going very strongly in. TargA has only just been able to get a second base up, and his third isn't halfway done. At this point, you'd expect Zerg to be on 3 functioning bases normally. But 2 lings survive, both on extremely low hit points. I think the one probe might be able to just finish them off. Got the gateway ready to pump a zealot out into the choke. and I think, yeah, that probe managed to take out one of the lings. There's the other one remaining. I don't think TargA will be able to come back from this. Does transfer the drones over to the fourth, but the Zealot, will it get the Queen? I think the drones might get the surround. I think this Zealot might die. That Zealot's run wasn't that, it didn't do that much. But Warp Gate research is on the way, and double extractor from TargA now, possibly going up into Muters at some point when he gets his lair. But there is a Roach Warren being thrown down, so it looks as though he might go for Roaches instead, well, or as an intermediate. The cannon going to start taking down the neutral supply depot. And the third gas being thrown down for TargA as well. So it looks as though he is going to transition into quite gas heavy units, judging by that, or just go quite heavily for upgrades, because upgrades do take about equal gas and minerals. But the third is now it's now getting saturated, quite a lot of drones being produced. In fact, it only needs 3 more to be optimally saturated, and I think TargA's economy might actually be pretty much on track. He's out macroing HerO at the moment, and considering that he got his natural pylon blocks in his third cannon rushed, it's quite strange. But it looks as though we will be seeing some of HerO's Warp Prism harass, and it's going to look as though it's 4 gates at the moment. That Overlord does go down, supply blocking TargA temporarily. Another 3 gates get thrown down. It is going to be 7 gate Robo at the moment, with 3 sentries ready to defend any sort of roach push, or it could just be an immortal sentry with added Warp Prism harass. Puts the sentries in the Warp Prism, and Immortal's going to come out to the front lines shortly, as well as level 1 weapons. Does he have armor already? No, he doesn't. But I don't think any of the Overlords spotted this. It looks like he has Overlords tactically placed to sort of avoid any drop play. And it looks like HerO is ready to take the third. But this Overlord will probably spot it if he decides to go along the back road. But we're going to see possibly some Roaches push out and try to take down the pylons and photon cannons at the third. And I don't think that Warp Prism harass did much, because the units lost it. TargA's lost a lot more, but the macro hatch is coming down, so that will probably just help TargA to get units out, because he's at 0-0 at the moment, and HerO is about to. Well, he's already got level 1 attack upgrades. He does see the macro hatch, and he force fields off the ramp so that. Oh, and that's a beautiful surround of stalkers. That queen is not going to escape anytime soon. The ramp's force fielded off. All those roaches are useless. Only 4 roaches which the stalkers have to clean up. Perfect ladder micro on those sentries, keeping both of them alive. And those overlords are going to just fall like dominoes. That force field gets replenished now, and the macro hatch might get targeted down, or will he go for the drone line? The sentries head up here just so they can keep an eye and make sure that no roaches get through. But the drones have to be pulled, and they will take down this stalker. But there are some lings out on the field. Those sentries will go down. This might not end up in HerO's favour, but it sure did him a hell of a lot of good. The spine crawler begins to start poking at that stalker, and this harass will eventually be shut down, but not before it's done a ton of economic damage. 8 workers killed, and if we look at units lost, 4,100 resources to 2,750. I think that harass might well have been worth it. But it looks as though TargA is getting ready to move out. I know he just pulls it back because I think he saw this immortal sentry stalker walking across the playing field. Probably going to try and take down the 4th, or just march up straight up into the main base. If they go for the 4th, they could potentially take out a lot of those overlords, supply blocking TargA. But he does have 1-1 out, which gives him a massive advantage. And he does go for the 3rd. Well, yes, 3rd still. He hasn't put his 4th up. Taking out a ton of those overlords. TargA supply blocked. And TargA just needs to try and get as much done. That Warp Prism is going to provide quite a lot. Good force fields there, stemming the flow of roaches. Could have done to put that one down here so that the roaches couldn't get under the Warp Prism. But he picks up that Immortal, keeping his Immortal's life perfectly. And TargA GG's out, and HerO goes 1-0 in the series currently. Great play by HerO. Just completely outplayed with the Warp Prism harass, keeping those units outside the base. He waited until a perfect moment to strike, and then going straight after that, taking out pretty much all of TargA's useful overlords and supply blocking him. Anyway, I've been Nian, and I will see you in Game 2 on Ohana.